Hi everyone. So welcome to the accumulation and momentum data analysis for 23rd of July. So today was quite a decent day for the market overall. The Nifty did pretty well. The mid caps did okay, but the small caps, which were kind of in the red for most part of the day, they kind of went up in the last hour to kind of end flat, right? So we'll discuss what is kind of making this market sluggish or there is no continuity in the momentum and things like that. And then we'll look at the charts, right? So first, the important news that is kind of keeping this market in a range. So if you look at the Nifty is in a 600, 800 point range. If you look at the mid and small caps, they are even smaller. The range is even tighter there. They've just been going up one day and then going down one day. We are kind of in a range bound uh, kind of a very choppy market right now, right? So what is happening is the Indian and US trade talks, right, which kind of kept swinging both ways. Once we heard news that okay, it is going to come probably next week, but then since we are ending towards nearing the end of this August 1st deadline, but nothing has actually come out. So chances are we may not have a trade deal before the August 1st deadline, right? So that is kind of keeping the market jittery because the Indian delegates have kind of returned from the US and there is no announcement of any trade deal as of now, right? So chances are after August 1st itself, whatever has to happen will happen. And that moment, whenever it breaks out of this range, the large, the small, and the mid caps, whichever side they are going to break out, probably on that side you are going to see the market moving after the August 1st deadline ends, right? But if you look at that, the previous, in one of the videos I had made wherein I quoted what the Niti Aayog had put out, saying that these sectors are going to benefit even with the trade tariffs, right? Because the trade tariffs on Indian sectors, those particular sectors, are much lower than what is there on the other countries. So in that case, India would benefit even with the tariffs, right? So let's see how the market takes it. Probably after August 1st, we'll get a clearer picture, and the market should also get some more momentum, either on the upside or downside, depending on how the whole news comes out, right? But as of now, if we look at the momentum and the data, it is kind of the most of them players are wait and watch mode, not sure what to do. But if they are finding quality names at a reasonable valuation, they are still going out there and picking it up. So coming to the large cap accumulation, it is kind of around the same level, a small dip today, but if you look at the momentum, it kind of moved a little higher. But if you look at the broader trend, starting from July 1st, right, we have been continuously falling. In between, there have been a few spikes, but nothing to say that we have made a bottom. One day of spike and the next day it again comes back down, right? So we are very range bound, moving up one day, moving down one day, very choppy market. Now coming to the mid caps after seeing a decent improvement in the accumulation for 2 days in a row, again we have improved on that particular data, but the momentum remains flat, right? So there is no real stocks that are kind of continuously moving higher. And once you come to the small cap accumulation, after 2 days of improvement, we are seeing some pullback coming in the small cap stocks. And also in the momentum continues to deteriorate in the small cap segment, right? So net, very range bound. And what we are seeing is select stocks, they kind of move for one day, and then there is no follow through buying or follow through push up. Hardly very few stocks are seeing that kind of a follow through where they continue to move for the second, third day, fourth day in a row, right? Or else what you're seeing, one day or 2 days up, and then the market it kind of has a pullback, and then it starts consolidating at those levels for a pretty long time, right? So not such a great market for short-term kind of trades, but momentum, that is medium-term trades, as well as your growth investing, those two continue to be working really well in this kind of a market. So, as a retailer, you have to kind of switch, see what is working, and play that, right? It is not that all the weeks in that particular month you are going to have very strong momentum and the short-term trades are going to do well for you, right? Currently, in the last month or two, you are not seeing any substantial gain being made in short-term trades. Mostly it is medium term trades that are working, wherein you kind of sit on them with a pretty decent stop loss, and you make pretty decent moves of 20-30% in a month or two kind of moves coming in, right? But what I'm talking about is like in 1-2 weeks kind of trades, those are not really wherein you're taking a very tight stop loss. Those kind of trades are usually not working in this choppy market, right? Hope this helps. I'll see you guys after tomorrow's session. Thank you.